Hello, today we're at Mystic Christmas Tree Farm here in Greenville, South Carolina. We're going to discuss varieties of Christmas trees that are available on the market this year that I think you should be excited about. These trees grow naturally here in South Carolina due to the climate. We are limited in the types of trees we can grow in South Carolina because we don't have hard, long winters. And that's one reason we rely on North Carolina for the Fraser firs. So all the Fraser firs that you see in South Carolina are typically grown in North Carolina, imported into the state and put up for sale. But today we have a local Christmas tree farm grower that specializes in Christmas trees, and it has several different varieties. As I said, I'm going to point out different trees today and talk about their attributes and encourage you to pick up one of these trees this year. To the left of me here is Blue Ice. This is one of the newer varieties out here. It's known for its aesthetic and also its color appeal, and it's very fragrant. So it's a nice new tree out on the market. I think they've been out about 4 or 5 years on the market, and I think it's a wonderful tree. This is a 6-footer, great gray-blue contrast, looks good with decorations on it. Something to consider. This is the Leyland Cypress, probably the most produced and one of the most popular Christmas trees in South Carolina historically, but as we're seeing some of these new varieties take hold of the market, there is a little bit of competition. But if you want that traditional green look, the nice pyramidal growth, the Leyland Cypress always makes a good classic Christmas tree and one to be considered. Another benefit is the Leyland Cypress is they hold their green color throughout the season. There's no needle dropping here. So durability wise, this is a great tree. You do have to keep water in the stand and keep that fresh and filled. This is a fairly new variety on the market. This is a Leyland Cypress. It's been introduced to the market because it's a slightly faster grower than the standard Leyland Cypress. As you can see on this tree, the color is also a little different. It's got this kind of aqua blue foliage and mixed in with the green. And the branches on this, as I was told, have a nice mahogany color. So between the foliage and the trunk and the branches on this tree, it's a very nice contrast. And I think it's a great looking Christmas tree, holds ornaments well like all the other 2 varieties we've already spoken about. But something new to consider. I mean, if you want to have something new in the house, the Murray is a great new Christmas tree on the market. Right now I'm standing next to a Virginia pine, which is probably one of the longest staying Christmas trees grown in South Carolina. You'll see this statewide. This, along with the red cedars, were probably the first 2 Christmas trees introduced into the Christmas tree market of South Carolina due to the fact that they can take our climate and growing conditions. But this is a little bit different than the Carolina Sapphire, the Blue Ice, and the Leyland Cypress in the fact that this has a more traditional Christmas tree look. It is a pine. It's got that structure of the Douglas fir, which is the classic Christmas tree. It has needles and everything on it. So if you're looking for more of a traditional type of Christmas tree, the pine is a great one to consider. The final tree we're going to talk about is the Carolina Sapphire. This tree's been on the market for about 6 to 7 years. But once again, it's that gray-blue, aqua blue foliage on it. It's a very nice tree. Slightly different than Blue Ice in appearance. The Blue Ice is kind of a gray-blue. The thing I like about this tree is it does have fragrance to it. So if you're looking for a tree with a good fragrance and scent in the house, this would make a perfect tree for you. Also, the unique color of it just gives a good contrast with the decorations that you put on the tree. So something to consider, Carolina Sapphire.